All right, so we're going to start this discussion, right? Now, my question was, how does karma and repentance exist? Because God is all knowing, this all knowing, all powerful God. I'm not picking on one particular one, just calling him God. How can repentance and karma exist at the same time when God always was, always will be? There's no beginning or end. So God's morality needs not to evolve. So why he doesn't stop immoral things from happening? So I also use the example of the war going on in your body that you don't see, with your immune system fighting off bacteria and viruses and things of that nature, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you care to explain how can um you know karma and repentance exist, and basically, you know, the evil that happens in the world with the all-knowing powerful energy called God. You can answer that.
If I can recall what I was saying, um, good and evil, it has to exist because people wouldn't know what's good if evil didn't exist. And what evil is, evil, I think evil makes, wait.
No, we ain't cutting it. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Wait.
Start over. Just start over.
Because I really forgot what I was about to say as
You
far as
because you was
like,
talking about the harmony. I had used the word harmony prior to recording.
yeah, well, although one thing that I don't question is why things, or that's always been a big question to everybody who gets mad at God, don't believe in God, or questions God because of things that happen to them that are bad. They think that there's no God because they wouldn't allow it. God wouldn't allow that to happen.
See, but now, 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 just pause for 1 second. You you seem to be you seem to do what a lot of people that believe in God do, and that's dismiss the attributes that are associated with God.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not people that are necessarily getting mad. It's not necessary, and it's darn sure ain't the people that are happy with God.
Mm-hmm.
It's the scientific attributes or the spiritual attributes that are attributed to this type of power. So you can't say that those things don't exist by using um a way out of it by saying these people are mad at God for bad things happening to
Mm-hmm.
them, so therefore he must really not exist. Whether he exists, they believe he exists or not, there's still attributes that are attributed to being God.
Yeah, and like I said, that's been a big mystery to people because, and it's not only, I'm not saying like everybody is mad with God because of things happen to them. I'm saying like most of the world who do not know or have like a spiritual foundation blames God for letting things happen because they don't know no better. So it's always been a question and why people don't. um believe in certain things and in certain guys because God wouldn't allow this to happen to them or their loved one. So they get mad with God
But
and kind of
mhm.
turn their back
But
on God. So what
mhm.
I was
Go
go
ahead.
ahead. No.
No, go ahead.
So what I was gonna say was it's always been a question. Why? Why? But if this didn't and this is if this is only for me, and this is what I believe, like things happen. God shows you who he is by when it's all nothing else left. When people turn their back on you, when things don't work no more, where do people go? They turn back to God and start praying. So I believe it's always like a circle of life. When things happen, and when you
But
start to realize that nothing else works in your life, normally people in their darkest moments turn towards God.
my only question to that is that what happens to the people that are skillful that go down in their darkest moments? And I'm talking about now application, right? Of
Mm-hmm.
doing what's necessary to dig yourself. You can believe in God all you want, but there's typically a moment when, because I can't speak for everybody,
Mm-hmm.
I can personally speak for myself
Mm-hmm.
with, you know, understanding that there's a power that's called God,
Mm-hmm.
but also understanding that I had to do something um, and apply something to my life
Mm-hmm.
physically on my own to get things done in this world and not sit up there and rely on prayer in the darkest moment because I realized that me just talking
Mm-hmm.
wasn't getting nothing done, which means it goes into the faith without works is dead
Mm-hmm.
concept.
But
You understand what
where?
I'm saying? So I don't want to put a blanket on this is what people turn to or this is what they do and then magically something appears out of nowhere that
Mm-hmm.
brings them to the light.
But God is in us. It's in the inner. It's in our core. It's in our gut. It could be anything that turns us to what you need to do for yourself because we can't necessarily talk to ourselves and answer ourselves at the same time. It's just like, and sometimes people probably
But you
don't
did just
even
say that though. You
like
said your
it,
gut.
it's just that who if you had, I believe God is in all of us and you just have to tap into that spiritual realm. And some and like you said, it might be masked as yourself, like you're doing this yourself, but you
No,
have to.
no, I don't mean no, hold on. I don't mean mass. I mean like for instance, hold on, right?
No, I'm not saying mask, but I'm
But that's
just
what you
saying,
said.
no, it God might be masked as if you are technically doing this yourself, because
Well, I am if
it's
I
not
go out and then
always.
fill out an application, follow up, call the people,
But
and do my resume. And this is what I mean by the physical part of getting myself out of a situation that I put myself in. Because ultimately, now, here's the thing. Because you're talking about calling on God in the darkest moment to get
mhm.
me out of something. But where is it in the good moments when I'm in it?
But here's where you got to go back to.
Yeah.
You have to